welcome to Ushuaia.
There's our boat.
What a day to be on the Beagle Channel. We've arrived at Seal Island.
Oh, look at them having a little fight.
Days out in nature, these are the best days.
Island number 3.
The panoramic views up here. I don't want to leave this island.
The buildings are so cool, they're completely different from one another.
We're Craig and Kirsty, a full-time travel couple sharing our adventures here on YouTube. We upload new travel content every week from different parts of the world. Right now we're making our way through the entire country of Argentina and exploring everything it has to offer. If you enjoy seeing new places and real experiences, please subscribe and welcome to the adventures of Tide Knot Travellers.
We've arrived in the southernmost city in the whole entire world. Welcome to Ushuaia. We've seriously lucked out with the weather. We've had some time to relax in our apartment and recover from the early start, and we've booked some tours. So we're going on a navigation tour of the islands of the archipelago in the Beagle Channel, which I'm so excited about. There's supposed to be a lot of marine life, and later on we're going to go and check out the main town of Ushuaia.
Yeah. Excited to see both the Beagle Channel and the town of Ushuaia.
Let's go and check it out.
Let's go. Now we're down by the quayside, which is close to the town and just across from the Tourist Information Centre, and you'll find all these lovely little huts in a big cluster here, and from here is where you can book tours. Lots of different types of tours that they've got going. We've booked a few yesterday, and that's why we're here today on the boat tour. We've got a few more lined up for the week, so this is a good spot to come and get yourself some adventure planned. So yeah, we've just booked over there with that one, Patagonian Adventure Explorer, and we're going to head out on a boat with them today. And they just said, what a perfect day for it, which it is. There's our boat.
Navigating the famous Beagle Channel is a lifetime dream for many people, including us. We're so pleased our adventures have brought us here to this unique and unspoiled part of the world, seeing an extraordinary geographic scene made up by islands filled with Fijian wildlife. This region of Patagonia is called Tierra del Fuego, which means land of fire. It was named by the first European explorers to venture out to these waters. The Spanish explorers were searching for the Spice Islands when they saw fires flickering in the darkness along this land. The fires belonged to the native Selknam and Yagan people, who wore little clothing and instead used fires to keep themselves warm.
It's beautiful out here. We're heading out into the Beagle Channel. So many seabirds. We're heading out to an island that has a colony of seals on it, or sea lions. Yeah, the backdrop out here with all the mountains. So dramatic. You can see Ushuaia over there just behind us. And just look at those mountains over there. It's beautiful.
What a lovely day for it. I mean, obviously it's still cold, but I'm always cold. I could do that, to be fair. No, I can't, it's too cold. But it is beautiful. Oh, you can see the seals. And you can smell them too. They're so cute.
Check it out, we've arrived at Seal Island.
They're so cute. I'm really glad the boats. Yeah, I'm really glad the boats don't go on the island because they don't get disturbed. They look like they're having a great time basking in the sunshine.
Yeah, they're enjoying the sunshine. It's beautiful.
Stretching out. He's having a lovely day.
Literally stretching out his tail. There's quite a few of them. We can probably see about 50 odd approximately. There's lots of seabirds as well.
Oh, look at them having a little fight.
The first island is called the Isla de los Lobos, or Sea Lion Island. This is because the rocky outcrop is home to hordes of South American sea lions, characterised by large heads and an orangey colour. They're known for making a barking sound, and as you can see here, they didn't hold back during our visit. The island is also home to some South American fur seals, but you can see a clear difference between the two. The seals seemed more relaxed than the sea lions and also appeared more graceful both in and out of the water. Being out on the Beagle Channel at the end of the world is an experience like nothing else. The tour groups are small and we felt very much like visitors in the natural habitat of these animals.
Seal Island number 2.
These guys are really chilled on this island.
Yeah, you can see they're slightly different species. They're a bit darker than the first colony we saw.
Yeah.
But they seem a lot more chilled as well.
They are massive, some of them. They are
These guys
well-fed
are huge.
seals.
See a few of them swimming in the water as well. There's been this little bird who I just filmed on the railing over there that keeps fluttering really close to the boat. It's full of life here. Lots of cormorants and albatros as well. Can you hear these guys? They do get a little bit agitated as you get close to them. Days out in nature, these are the best days. You've got cormorants up here, got some seals splashing about over here, got chicks cheeping around. What a day to be on the Beagle Channel.
Yeah.
I bet you don't get too many days out here like this.
I do feel really lucky. This is incredible weather for this part of the world. I'm not cold anymore. It's cold when we first set off, but I've got used to it, and the sun coming from that side is just keeping me nice and warm. And yeah, we're really lucky as well. The boat's not too busy, so we've got quite a lot of space on the boat. Which is
Got
nice
the bow
as
to
well.
ourselves.
Yeah, it's nice when we stop at the islands because then it doesn't sort of bother the animals too much. The boat's very quiet. And when also there's a marine biologist on board, and she's making sure that people keep the distance and just keeping things quite nicely done. I like
Yeah,
it.
it's nice and respectful. It's so clear today. You can see a long way down the Beagle Channel. You can see all the mountains off into the horizon. Snow-capped peaks over there. Even more snow-capped than Marcial Glacier that we're staying near in the distance. It's so beautiful.
It is. It's a good day to be on a boat. We forgot to mention the price of this tour is 5,600 pesos per person, which is about £18.50 or I don't know, $25, something like that. Which I think so far, we're not even completing the tour yet, is really worth it. The boat is really nice, the staff are really friendly, the scenery is absolutely beautiful, and also I think we're going to get some tea and coffee and hot chocolate and things included at some point, so yeah, should be good. And it leaves at 10 AM and gets back at 2 PM to the little huts where we started from. So yeah, it's a nice length tour as well. And it's a good way to see Ushuaia from the Beagle Channel and to see the town with the mountains in the background. You don't get this view anywhere else other than out here on the water. So yeah, highly recommend this tour so far. Next stop, Lighthouse Island. You can see it just there, red and white, looking all glorious on its tiny little own island.
The Les Eclairs Lighthouse lies just 5 miles from Ushuaia. Standing at just 11 metres tall, it's equipped with a solar energy-based lighting device. It may be small, but it marks the dangerous rocks at the entrance to Ushuaia Bay in the Beagle Channel, and has also become famous, as locals often wrongfully call this the lighthouse at the end of the world, which is technically incorrect because the lighthouse Jules Verne made famous in his novel lies further east, but it's oddly accurate too, because it's the last mainland reference most sailors see on their way to Antarctica.
I've just been having a quick chat with the marine biologist on board, and she said that the first lot of seals that we saw were in fact sea lions, And the second lot that we saw were fur seals. So yeah, that's why they looked different. And also, she said as well that this is like unheard of weather to have in Ushuaia. It's really rare. And we just saw a couple of jet skiers go past. She said she's never seen jet skiers here before. What a beautiful backdrop to be jet skiing around here. Also, the tea and coffee has just been served, so we're going to go inside and get a nice warm drink to warm up, even though it's not that chilly.
Yeah, also she said in the Beagle Channel you see humpback and minke whales at certain times of year. You also get porpoises as well. And I've been keeping my eye on the bow of the ship to see if there's any dolphins or porpoises. None so far, but we've got a bit longer until we get back, so fingers crossed.
And a couple of little hot chocolates. Cheers!
Cheers! To the Beagle Channel.
Oh, that's really nice. Oh, what a day! Beautiful. Oh, aeroplane there, flying over the mountains as well. That's the only thing I haven't liked about this trip, our flight landing into Ushuaia. That was pretty scary. I don't love flying anyway, I know that's ironic, but I really don't. But that was probably one of the scariest flights I've been on. The landing was pretty terrifying, it was really windy, and there were people around that were sort of freaking out and some people screaming, so that didn't help. But yeah, what a day to land today. They look like they're having a nice flight in. Number 3, and we get to walk on this one.
Our fantastic tour guide showing us a few things on the island, and we were just shown like an ancient village area. There's some old remains, like of some old huts. Some archaeologists have taken samples of bones and dated them back as far as 6,400 years. It's pretty old, and we've just come to this area where there's a native plant species.
Apparently this one here is called Chaleta, and it's a really hardy type of plant, and you can find it even up at high altitude. All over the Andes you'll find this plant. It's okay to touch it, but it actually grows really slowly, so they do take care of it, and we're going to see a lot of it around this island. It only grows by 1 millimeter a year, so it grows very slowly, but as you can see, there's lots of it here, so you have to be careful. Also, there's this spiky one called El Calafate, and there's a legend that says if you eat it, you'll end up back where you ate it. So if you want to come back to this island, have a chomp on it. And that's the spiky one there.
Yeah, this feels really hard, almost like coral or bristles or something like that. But it's very, very hardy. And this is Calafate.
It's so peaceful and tranquil here. I do feel really lucky to be seeing it in this light, quite literally. It feels like warm summer weather that you'd be used to, which I don't think is what they usually get in Ushuaia.
We're just heading up to a viewpoint on this island, and I mean the views have already been absolutely stunning, but we're going up to a vantage point and it looks like we're going to have full round 360-degree panoramic views.
Beautiful.
The tour brings you up to this viewpoint. It's only a few meters high, but the panoramic views up here are so worth it. It's a very easy walk. Our boat is only just down there. But these views, I don't want to leave this island. And the sun is so nice and warm. Stunning. These are the ancient settlement ruins here, so you can see how they're sunken slightly down into the ground, and you've got this protective area built up around it, but this is where they've found bones and fossils dating back 6,400 years. Some history there.
And here's a calafate berry from the plant that if you eat this berry, you're going to get transported back.
Adios.
And that's the 3-island tour done here in Ushuaia. We have had the most beautiful weather for it. It's now almost 2 o'clock, so we're going to go into the town, grab ourselves a little bit of lunch. There's loads of nice cafes there, so we'll figure we choose one and then show you around the town.
We've crossed the road from the port and this is the main square in Ushuaia, and it's beautiful. It's lovely. They've got a nice spire to our left with the flag on. It all looks nice and recently developed. And then behind us here, you can see the tour buses, which are like blue London buses.
Yeah, they're like the old-fashioned style London bus, but painted blue.
Yeah,
I imagine it's quite a short city tour because it's not a very big city, but it would be cute.
And then you've got the Tourist Information Centre just behind me there. Oh, it looks like they've got an obelisk here in Ushuaia as well.
Oh, it's a tiny obelisk. It looks like a chess piece.
Like a mini obelisco from Buenos Aires. Let's just turn around. See? It's just a little obelisk.
Armada Nacional.
And then just there you've got the Ushuaia penguin and the tour buses.
Oh yeah, today we actually saw our first wild penguins. There was a few like swimming out in the water. We didn't get it on camera, but don't worry, we're going to do a little penguin tour very soon, so we'll show you that.
Yeah.
It's coming up.
And just seen this sign to Buenos Aires, and it's 3,094 kilometers. Whew, it's a long way. It's a big country. Welcome to Ushuaia.
Just grabbed ourselves a bit of lunch at a place called Bricks Bar on the main high street here in Ushuaia. It's right opposite a huge hard rock cafe, which we're probably going to go there another day as well. I've got myself a pizza. I end up eating quite a lot of carbs here because there's some veggie options, but they tend to be quite carb heavy. And Craig's ordered himself chicken and fries, and I've got a coffee, and Craig's got Coke. And the whole lot came to 2,800 pesos, which isn't too bad. So yeah, really excited to tuck it. I'm so hungry. I'd rather not eat so many carbs, but I'm just happy to have some food right now.
We're taking a stroll down Ushuaia High Street now, and Ushuaia is actually here in the first place because it's where prisoners used to be sent. There's such a mishmash of styles. There's old style colonial buildings and like modern shuttered styles. It's a real mix, but to the left of us you can see the prison museum, which is quite cool. It's got like all the mannequins hanging out of the windows, a little bit like La Boca.
Yeah, you can do an end of world prison tour, which we might do another day, but for today we're just taking a little stroll through the town and getting a feel for it. And yeah, the buildings are so cool. They're completely different from one another. What I really love about walking through this main town bit of Ushuaia is that you're checking out these cool buildings and then suddenly you realise there's like dramatic, beautiful mountains in the distance right behind it, because this town really is built right next to all the mountains and the vegetation is stunning.
It really is. It's
Such
kind
nice
of
size.
Those people who like the coast and like the mountains.
Yeah, you got both right here.
Ushuaia is for you because the
Yeah.
main high street, as you look left and right, on one side you've got the sea, the Beagle Channel, and on the other side you've got the mountains.
But what
You've
I
got
would
the best
say
of both worlds.
is we are here in peak season. It's their summertime now, and I would say that the temperature is kind of similar to a really good day in British winter time. It's obviously still quite cold to us, but to the locals this is really warm. But yeah, this is peak season and it feels a nice amount of busy. Like, it's not too hectic, it's just nice. There's enough people for it to feel like the place to be, but without it being too overcrowded. So if this is it in peak season, then it's pretty good. I like it.
The shops are fantastic. There's plenty of places to eat.
Yeah.
There's so many outdoorsy shops. There's a tech shop, so a camera shop that we went to as well, and it had everything in there you needed.
Look at how cool the building is of the bank. That's yeah, it's just not like anything else. It just stands out randomly, and it's just like, then you look next to it and it looks like a typical normal little building, and it's just a real mix. I don't know why. It's as if different people have been here over the years and put their own stamp on this little town. There's a perfect example there of like a classic British, old-fashioned British looking building. Don't know why there's a random British looking building here, but it's cool. Such a mix.
Join us next time as we head out to Penguin Island and get to see some baby penguins in their natural environment, before heading off on our second Patagonian hike up to the beautiful Lake Esmeralda. For daily updates on our travels, head over to our Instagram at Tide Not Travellers, or for exclusive behind the scenes content, we'd love you to join us on Patreon. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Everyone knows about the Baltic plunge. How do you feel about a beagle plunge?
That's never gonna happen.
It is really cold out here.
We are far too close to Antarctica for me to be thinking about getting in that water, ever.
Don't know if we ever mentioned it, but Kirsty feels the cold. Not so much on this trip to this point.
Exactly, my body hasn't climatised. If I'd come straight from Russia to here, I'd be totally ready for this cold. I'd be handling it, I'm sure. We're at Seal Island, and these seals are super cute. They're a bit leery though. Can you hear them fighting? They're just chilling in the sun for the most part.